Hey, so today I was scrolling online. I think it was either on Facebook or TikTok, and I came across this video where this woman was just talking about how worried she was about how she's going to survive because of all of the rising costs of everything. And, she said she was a single mother and she's trying to find a better job, but she can't find a job that pays well enough. And, she just had concerns about all of the expenses going up and just not being able to get by because everything's getting so much more expensive. And my initial reaction, of course, is I feel sorry for her. I feel bad that she's in this situation. And I feel bad that it seems like she didn't have help, or she didn't seem to have any solutions to her problem. And, she looked very distraught, very concerned and worried. And it just made me think about how a lot of people have a problem with asking for help. Now, plenty of people in this world don't. We obviously have an entitlement problem going on in the world today, where a lot of people think it's okay for somebody to come and do everything for them. But for the other side of that group, there are a lot of people who work really hard to be self-reliant and to solve their own problems. And for these people, I know it can be difficult to ask for help when you actually need help. Now, when my wife and I were first married, and several times throughout our marriage, we've needed help from other people, and I've been there. It's a difficult thing to ask somebody for help. It's a difficult thing to admit that you can't do something all by yourself. But the fact of the matter is, sometimes we all need help. Sometimes there are things going on in our lives, whether it's financial issues or health issues or whatever, that we just can't do it by ourselves, and we need somebody else to step in and give us that moral support or that financial support or whatever it is that we are in need of to get us over that hump and to make it to the next stage or the next, that next minute sometimes in life. Obviously, it's important that we work towards being self-reliant and being able to provide for ourselves and being able to solve our own problems. But at the end of the day, we can only do so much. One person is only capable of doing so much. And sometimes the weight and the pressure in life is just too much. And we need somebody else to help us out and to lift us up and to get us where we need to be. So first and foremost, I would always say that it's important to work hard to try and take care of things on your own. But don't be afraid to ask family or friends for help when you need help. There's nothing wrong with that. It doesn't make you a lesser person when we ask somebody else for help. We all need help sometimes, and I just think it's important that we recognize that sometimes you just have to humble yourself and get rid of the pride, get rid of those feelings of inadequacy and those feelings of just not wanting to make that step or make that phone call to ask somebody to help us, because that puts us in a vulnerable position, and nobody likes to feel vulnerable. But sometimes it's necessary. Sometimes you need that helping hand. I can think of a number of times since my wife and I have been married when, despite us doing everything that we can to be able to pay the bills, we came up short and we needed help. And I'm so very grateful for the people in my life who were willing to assist and willing to provide us with that help when we needed it. On the flip side, when people come to me and ask me for help, I'm usually more than willing to step in and do what I can to help with the things that I'm capable of helping with. So I guess the message in this video is simply do the work, put in the time that you need and the effort that you need to try and take care of your own problems. But when you reach a point that you just can't do it alone, that you need help, don't be afraid to ask people for help and give them the opportunity to serve and to do something good for you, because that can bless both of you. It can help both of you. And it's a process that we all go through, these cycles in life where sometimes you're in a position where you can help somebody and sometimes you're in a position where you need the help. And it's okay. And we need to learn to accept that. So that's the message today. Work hard, do what you can to be self-sufficient, but don't be afraid to ask people for help. Sometimes you need it, and that's okay. Bye.